As an ex-graphic designer for Michaels, I really like seeing all the criticism they're getting online right now. They've been a shitty company long before abusing prices and things like that. This was the only company I've ever had to do a project for before I got started. I've been doing this for like 25 years and I've never had to do that. And it turned out it was not the creative place that I thought it was supposed to be. They had this quote back then, it was like, we're for the makers, we're for the creators, but they didn't give a shit about their design department at all. Not only did they treat us like crap, but they never listened to us, even when we were the only people that were the voice of reason in a room. They wanted a eco-friendly, sustainable collection, but they were doing that because it was a trend from WGSN. And I suggested, instead of just like making some moment, we should actually just like commit to reducing the amount of plastic we have in our packaging, especially the boxes when products are being sent to hundreds of stores. But instead, it ended up just being watercolored pictures of vegetables that we printed on some organic cotton tote bag or something. They also wanted to do a collection inspired by these African prints, and they were just going to rip them off until all the designers in the room were like, we cannot do that. And they actually let one of my coworkers design that whole collection eventually. But I think the worst thing that happened while I worked there is we had this big presentation. It was like the end of year. They made us all walk across the street to this mega church here in Dallas. Clearly spent thousands of dollars on this setup with screens and stages and the CEO talking and all this stuff. And then they awarded a bonus to the buyer who had the highest sales that year. And the worst part is that her category was the Cricut stuff. So it wasn't even something that we produced and made at Michaels. It was just a really expensive product that people wanted to buy already. And on top of that, it's a consumable product. It has Cricut brand things that you have to go back to Michaels to buy if you want to keep using your machine. So of course she made the most sales. And that only made it that more insulting when they awarded her $20,000 as a bonus in front of the rest of us who were making nothing. So yeah, don't feel bad if you're shit talking Michaels. They suck, just not as bad as Hobby Lobby. Don't go there either.